Well, Senior Rotax are out on track next, and these are some of our most experienced drivers, so they'll probably be pushing some of the fastest lap times. Let's see how they all qualified. Here's Jake Sanson with the grid positions.
Well, what do you know? The Dollarhide Diamond is in pole position on home soil. Lewis Gilbert and Kai Hunter from Louis Harvey and Tristan Rennie, Turner and Eads, Knox and Taylor, Chrissy Miller and Alex Baker in the top 10. Lingard and Hemera are ones to watch, as well as Ewan McKenna and Chaz Huyton. 19 drivers in the grid. If you genuinely think that Lewis Gilbert is going to relinquish a chance to win in front of his home fans, you've got another thing coming. Hunter is going to have to live up to his name. Here we go, up to the first corner, and Louis Harvey gets the whole shot. We're on board with him in this race. Charlie Turner gets a lightning start as well from that inside line. Gets up into third position. Kai Hunter almost dropping to fifth position. He's managed to salvage fourth, but it's very close and tight on this opening lap. Lewis Gilbert, though, has the lead out front. Here comes Turner trying to make his move on Harvey. He's going to do it nice and early. Should be straightforward. Louis Harvey trying to hang on. He's gone wide, and that's Hunter, Rennie, and Chrissy Miller through. Oh, John Knox nearly joined in. He's going to do it on the exit, though. Harvey goes wide again. I tell you what, this is more rallycross than it is karting at the moment.
Yeah, look at the dry grass on the front right tyre. It's off there now, literally. He only has to do about 15, 20 metres, and he's got rid of it, but that's dropped him down to 11th place, Jake, I think.
In the final turn, that's Dunsmore getting his move on the inside of Baker. Nice overtake there from Scott Dunsmore, and that puts him up into 13th. But Lewis Gilbert, the Dollarhide Diamond, is leading here at Larkhall. It's just meant to be. He only lives a few miles from this circuit, and it genuinely is his back garden as far as British karting is concerned. He would dearly love to win the Ultimate Karting Championship round here, which would definitely set him on a charge in Senior Rotax this season.
Absolutely it would. Kai Hunter there in second place, Charlie Turner in third, former British champion Charlie, obviously. Kai Hunter from Wardenlaw. We're at Wardenlaw at the last round of the season, Jake. And another fantastic circuit, that is. We're looking forward to that.
Harvey on the inside, follows in behind Hemera at the expense of Ewan McKenna. Watch to the far side. We almost lost the place to James Lingard, reigning Ultimate Karting Champion, of course. Whoa, big launch from Dunsmore. He does get another opportunity to get the place there and gets past Ewan McKenna. But that just shows you how quick Kai Hunter is, able to get past Charlie Turner into second place. We didn't see the move, but he's now in second. Behind Charlie Turner is Tristan Rennie, and that is another home star. So we could see two Scots on the podium here if Charlie Turner gives Tristan Rennie even a whiff of a gap later in the race. Tristan's going to go for it. He wants a home podium.
You can see from the drone the change in the colour of the tarmac. That's the new piece of tarmac they're on now.
I think we just saw Alex Eads making the bid there for sixth place on Chrissy Miller and getting the move. So I think Eads has just gone into P6 there. Very good move into that new hairpin section. As we watch the midfield battle again. This is the 6. Chaz Huyton trying to shake off the charging Lewis Jones. Come off that final hairpin, plenty of speed and pace. Back on board again with Louis Harvey up to 10th place, trying to catch up to Machi Hemera. It's so easy to run wide, and they kick up the dust on the exit of the turn. You are so on the limit around this place. Drivers find this such a difficult circuit to tame, but that just makes it all the more rewarding when you do get it. The circuit completely different to the days when Lewis Hamilton used to pound around here in the wet, and it really has become a bit of a knife edge in terms of setup for the drivers. They've really got to work with their A game.
Bit of a surprise, Jake, to see James Lingard seems to be struggling a little bit. It's still there in 11th. I think he started, was it P10, something like that? So we see another move up the inside of the hairpin.
That's Hemera. Hemera gets the move this time, so he has managed to get the overtake, and so have we on Chrissy Miller. But Miller's going to try and get the switchback manoeuvre on Harvey. Harvey anticipates it, but he doesn't have the speed off the turn to get the undercut manoeuvre. So that is well read by Chrissy Miller. He could have lost 2 places there, but Chrissy hangs on to it very nicely indeed to hold the place. So Chrissy Miller doing a good job in front of Louis Harvey at the end of the lap. Harvey is going to try and get back onto the horse again. He does not want to be as low as P10. Here comes Louis on the inside. Thank you very much. That'll do nicely. 9th position. Textbook manoeuvre in that right-hander. Now he's got to try and shut the door.
And in behind the 26, you have got James Lingard there on the one kart. One denotes him as the Ultimate Karting Champion from last year. Still there in 11th place though, Jay. I'm surprised that we've not seen him moving forward, but I'm going to say, I'll add the word yet to the end of that statement.
Yeah, absolutely. Give Lingard an opportunity and he's going to take it. Hello, Kai Hunter is only a quarter of a second behind Lewis Gilbert. There it is. That's the gap as we go back to the leading pack. Turner in third, Rennie, Knox, Eads, Taylor, Hemera, Harvey and Chrissy Miller. And this is the battle. James Lingard trying to shake off Ewan McKenna. It's difficult to know where to look. There are so many incredible battles in this field in Senior Rotax, but it's almost 2x2 hurrah at the moment. You've got Gilbert and Hunter, Turner and Rennie. Knox is being caught by Eads. Les Taylor has Machi Hamera hot on his heels. Doesn't look like too long before Kai Hunter makes a bid on Lewis Gilbert, though, does it? He's all over the back of him.
You give Kai Hunter one half of a chance, and he's going for it. He's going through. He's going to try and take the win today, no doubt about it. He's still in contention for this championship, of course, so he'll want to take as many points as possible. That is the one cart of James Lingard. Still struggling to get through the field. A little bit of a surprise.
Only a tenth of a second now between these two. Lewis Gilbert is being caught by Kai Hunter, who bangs in a 49.1 in order to get the chance. They'll come off this hairpin, and this could be Kai Hunter's first big chance, and Lewis Gilbert knows he's there. Now what does he do? Does he let Kai Hunter go? Not even close to that. He holds the inside line to cover. I have a feeling he knows that with Kai Hunter's current pace, he's going to have to keep that cart as wide as a bus and park it on the apex, because Kai Hunter is going to disappear if he even gets a sniff of the lead.
Early to be defending, Jake, though. Kai Hunter already looking for the switch back there through the right-hander, and then again in the hairpin. Couldn't quite get it done, but it's given him a chance to have a look at what Gilbert is doing out front. We know both of these drivers are high quality indeed. This is going to be an absolute epic battle right to the end.
Yep, Lewis Gilbert has won titles not just here in Britain but also on the continent in Europe as well. Very talented young junior driver, has definitely stepped up his game as a senior. Kai Hunter likewise. Both men will absolutely be rip-roaring around this circuit. Charlie Turner trying to shake off Tristan Rennie. What did I tell you? Rennie is going to go for third position. He's right in there for a chance of it, and I think Turner needs to start thinking about where he positions the kart, because it's not going to be long before Tristan Rennie makes that bid for third position. Charlie Turner still holding on to it for the moment. Runs a bit deep, but Gilbert and Hunter still religiously close to each other. Turner and Rennie. Fifth place Knox, sixth place Eads. Here's the battle further back. Looks to me as though Ewan McKenna's got past James Lingard, and now he's having to deal with Scott Dunsmore and Lewis Jones off the turn as they come into the next lap. So this is going to be a difficult one for James Lingard to make progress. He's actually falling through the field. He's lost the place there to Scott Dunsmore. Dunsmore got the move on the inside line through one of the toughest corners on the circuit to overtake. Now, this is a problem for Lewis Gilbert. He knows that he's got Turner underneath him. Charlie Turner, the former British karting champion, is not far away from them either in third place. He's got his own race to think about. Gilbert going wide to hold the line. Hunter on the inside. Don't even try it, matey boy.
That's the second time he's had a look, though, Jake. Look last time, and he's forcing basically Lewis Gilbert to take a narrow line, and he knows if you keep doing that, I'm going to get you on the switchback. Here he goes again, looking for the switchback.
So Gilbert's got the inside line for the next corner, though, so it's still looking good for Gilbert. Can Hunter get up to the inside line? That is such a hard move to pull off.
That is an incredible move by Kai Hunter. A brilliant move by Kai Hunter for the lead. Let's have another look in slow motion. Selling him the dummies, going outside, but that, you're right, Jake, that is such a difficult move. How clean do you like your racing? Because that is the overtake of the season for me so far for the lead. Brilliant move.
That is millimetre perfect, never mind inch perfect. You could not do that the same way twice. That is absolutely phenomenal from Kai Hunter. Now Gilbert's got to try and get back on the horse and charge after Kai Hunter, the race leader. Turner is still there in third.
But look at this now, Jake. Look at this. The fact that those couple of little moves, Gilbert going narrow in the hairpin, then Kai Hunter going for the lead, has squeezed these six together as each makes the same move in the same turn, Jake. Going from 6th to 5th. Great move, outstanding racing. It's not 2x2x2 now.
No, it's not, and Alex Eads has used that opportunity. He's gone into 5th place now past John Knox. He just made the move in the first corner, so Alex Eads is now working his way through. He's got a chance to get close to Tristan Rennie. Charlie Turner's actually been banging in a couple of good laps here and has actually dropped Rennie by a couple of kart lengths. So now his next focus has got to be on third position going into second, and Eads had his first proper look at Tristan Rennie there.
Absolutely, yeah, he did. You could see it from the drone. Eads having a look up the inside. There's another move.
That's Hamera. Machi Hamera getting the move there. A nice run there from the driver on the Cosmic. Machi Hamera getting a lovely switchback manoeuvre there on the hairpin and getting up another place. So that's going to put him up past Les Taylor. And so Machi Hamera is now up in 7th position. A great run there from Machi Hamera. For some reason, Lewis Gilbert's fallen off the timesheet there. Not quite sure what's happened.
got a transponder issue, I think, Jake.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he has, because he's still there, obviously, clearly.
Yeah, because
So
it says on the timing screen we've got in front of us that he's 4 laps down.
Yeah,
I can assure you he's not.
No, he's not. He's not.
Kai Hunter gets another fastest lap in the board, 49.13 from him, but Gilbert is comparable to the 100th of a second, so he's still got pace in this one. Gilbert's not thrown in the towel anywhere near at all. You've got to remember, for these 2 or 3 minutes, you've now got to work the tyres. You've just got to look after them. It's those last couple of laps when you can really start to chase after the guy in front. It's Kai Hunter that's now doing all the hard work up front. Gilbert can just follow in behind him, and that was a big moment in the final bend there for Kai Hunter. Up the inside, that's not going to work! Oh my goodness, how did they survive that? John Knox gets sideways, and the 161 Alex Eads squeezes his way through. That was flirting with disaster.
And John Knox had already made that move in the final turn, made a very nice move there to get into 4th, but he's dropped back 1 again. And look at this, now they're not battling again. Their outright pace is just so superior to the carts behind. If they're not battling, they're pulling away. Look at this, you can clearly see it from the drone. That's why the drone is such a fantastic piece of kit that allows you to see the overall view of what's going on. More moves being played in the hairpin. John Knox loses 1 place, nearly loses 2.
And that was Machi Himera. He's on the warpath again. Great work from Machi Himera in this race. That puts him up at the 6th position. I tell you what, he is going through this field like scissors through wet newspaper. Give that boy a lollipop. He's absolutely romping through this field at the moment. Still these 2. Hunter versus Gilbert. Turner, Rennie, Eads, Himera. Excellent run so far, but as you say, the pace is quite easy to see when Hunter and Gilbert are not racing each other. They are clearly faster than the rest of this field. The big question now is, how much more life in the tyres will Gilbert have saved compared to the leader?
Yeah, you can clearly see they've taken an extra advantage out of Charlie Turner there in 3rd place, haven't they? Just in that 1 lap, probably 3 or 4 metres further away than they were before.
Oh, mistake there from Les Taylor. Is Louis Harvey going to be able to make the opportunity happen in the final hairpin? He's having a think about it. Yeah, he had to bail out. Once you get that far alongside, you've got 2 choices. Crash with your opponent or concede. And that is exactly what he decided to do. He conceded the corner there, so that was well read from Louis Harvey. He's been able to get his way up into 8th position there, past Les Taylor. So he's still got a chance at the top 6. He's got to read the opportunities that come his way, Louis Harvey. He's still got time and he's still got opportunity, but it's still going to be a hard mission to catch up to Eads, Himera and Knox. They really have got the advantage at the moment.
Yeah, it's been a long day after that early off, or a couple of offs effectively. Ran wide going through the right-hander and then ran wide again out of the hairpin to pick up some dust and grass on the tyres.
But
that dropped him down to 11th on at the end of lap 1.
But what a comeback.
What
a comeback.
Staying with it. He's not allowed the red mist to descend.
Yeah.
And that's what all the best drivers do. They know they made a mistake. You know what? I've just made a mistake. Get on with it.
I mean, let's be fair. This is a narrow circuit compared to some of the circuits we have on the karting calendar. And he really has taken every single inch of this circuit where a gap has appeared and said, you know what? I am absolutely not finishing down at the back of this field. I am going to work my way back through. Thanks very much, boys. So Hunter and Gilbert trading sector times at the moment. They are so evenly matched in terms of raw pace in each sector. There's not much to choose between Kai Hunter and Lewis Gilbert at all. They are the implacable class of this field. But Gilbert is staying hungry out there. Tristan Rennie really starting to threaten Charlie Turner. And he's got the home opportunity, the home advantage. Charlie Turner, that was so well parked on the exit there to try and fend off from Tristan Rennie getting the switch back.
Yeah, and these group of karts here battling for 3rd onwards is helping these 2 out front. You could see how narrow that Charlie Turner was in the final turn there, and that's just allowing the 2 out front to gain even more of an advantage. You can clearly see here, look how far they're ahead again now.
Turner defending has really dropped them off the pace of the leading 2, but Turner does not want to lose 3rd position, and with time running out, he knows that Tristan Rennie's going to be going for it. But you've also got Alex Eads and Machi Himera to try and make the move on the inside line here. And they are all just desperately trying to squeeze past. Now Rennie's going to get his opportunity. He's got to commit up the inside. Lovely job. Can Eads and Himera get there as well? Harvey's going to get an opportunity round the outside of Knox. Can he get the throttle? Yes, he can. Off the turn. And Harvey commits and gets the inside line. Beautifully read again by Louis Harvey as he picks off John Knox.
We're into the last lap, Jake, and it's between these two. I think looks like Kai Hunter's got enough. Yeah, that's enough of a gap. He's not going to lose it from there. But who's going to finish third?
Well, it's anybody's guess, but it's wonderful to see these two battle with each other. Kai Hunter and Lewis Gilbert, absolutely masters of their craft in Senior Rotax 2021 at Larkhall. And there is not much to choose between them at all. Kai Hunter did have the pace, but Gilbert was able to match him right to the death. Machi Himera's got one last chance here on Eads. Will he squeeze through? Yes, he does. Louis Harvey's got there. Knox is trying to fight back. Oh, and Knox goes, and he takes off Chrissy Miller with him. Victory for Kai Hunter in front of Lewis Gilbert. Third is going to go the way of Tristan Rennie. He gets the podium on home soil.
Chrissy Miller was the driver, impacted and collected there, did nothing wrong. Let's have another look.
3 wide off the turn, and you can see Knox is on the far side. Harvey's there. They just connect, and Chrissy Miller gets spat out of it. There's nothing he can do about it at all. Chrissy Miller, absolutely the innocent victim in that. And you can clearly see John Knox got a front fairing loose, as unfortunately did Machi Himera. He drops to 10th behind the likes of Lewis Jones, Ewan McKenna, Les Taylor, and Louis Harvey, who fought back to 6th. Eads, Turner and Rennie did a great job in that race, but Kai Hunter and Lewis Gilbert first and second, and the absolute class of the field.
Well, some really exciting racing down here trackside once again from some of our most experienced drivers in some of the fastest karts, and a big cheer went up from Kai Hunter's family and friends just over there by the barriers, taking the win. He got himself second place last time out at Rowrah. He's gone one better this weekend, but behind him, don't forget, of course, Lewis Gilbert. He will now take the lead in the championship overall. What a great one here in the sunshine at Larkhall. Let's go and see what Kai had to say when I caught up with him at the podium.
Kai, you're a serial front runner, and today you came out on top. Talk us through the final.
Starting second, so you're on the outside, so I had to try and get across, but I couldn't. Everyone filled that gap. Tried to get around the first corner without getting put off, but got dropped into fourth, and then just picked them off one by one. Got Harvey, and then on a turn, and then caught Gilbert up. Okay. I know it was a long race, so I had to just manage it from there, and then I switched him into the first corner, and then he couldn't really come back at us after that, so I just maintained the gap and then went from there.
Yeah, great result. Who do you want to thank for your weekend?
I would like to thank Liam Wright Racing, Dan Holland Racing, Time Racing Engines, myself and mechanic, and also Alfie for helping out.
And your dad?
No, well, my dad didn't really do much, but yeah.
Okay, well done.
Thank you very much.
This is such an intense battle now. Lewis Gilbert is only 6 points ahead of Kai Hunter. Eads and Rennie are a point apart, and Louis Harvey is a point ahead of the man who was leading the championship, Sean Butcher. He's absent this weekend, so on dropped scores, he's still right in the fight. This title is still anybody's at this stage.
Rotax seniors letting their experience show, and after the break, it's the turn of the up-and-coming Honda cadets.